Today, we are diving into a 3,000-year-old roadmap, a guide for a life that isn't just about success, but about being genuinely peaceful and prosperous. Let's jump right in.
You ever feel like that? You're putting in the work, you're doing all the things you're supposed to do, but it just feels like you're spinning your wheels. Like there's this invisible wall between the effort you're putting out and the results you're actually getting in your life. You know, we're always chasing the latest productivity hack or the newest self-help trend. But what if the real answer isn't something new and flashy? What if it's been waiting for us this whole time in some profound wisdom that's been working for people for thousands of years?
So, we're going straight to the source. These principles come from King Solomon, a man who is literally legendary for his incredible wisdom and almost unbelievable wealth. I mean, if these directives have stood the test of time for 3,000 years, they've got to have something powerful for us today.
All right, this entire framework is really built in two parts. We're going to start with the first, and honestly, the most important one, the inner foundation. These are the principles that shape our mind, our character, our entire inner world. This is where it all begins. So these first four directives are all about building our inner world. First up, it's about really listening and internalizing wisdom, not just hearing it. Then it's about embodying love and faithfulness in everything you do. Next, it's about trusting completely, even when you can't see the whole picture. And finally, practicing real humility that keeps you grounded. These aren't just nice ideas, they are the four pillars that will support everything else.
That first directive is so crucial. Internalizing means way more than just nodding along to good advice. It means letting that wisdom sink so deep that it becomes your operating system, the program that automatically runs when you have to make a choice. And it's this deep conviction that's promised to lead to a long life, real peace, and true prosperity.
Now, that second principle about love and faithfulness is said to unlock this incredible thing called favor. It's where doors just seem to open for you, and the historical examples are absolutely staggering. David went from a simple shepherd to a king. Esther, an orphan, became a queen, and Joseph, he went from a prison cell to basically running an entire nation. This tells you something more than just hard work is going on here. It's about a fundamental shift in your character.
The third directive is a tough one, but it's so important. It challenges us to trust beyond our immediate situation. So whether you're dealing with money problems, a career that feels stuck, or relationship issues, the idea here is to see these things not as failures, but as preparation. Maybe, just maybe, they're forging you into the person you need to be for what's coming next.
And that fourth pillar of our inner foundation is humility. And this is fascinating. This ancient text connects arrogance, being wise in your own eyes, directly to our modern problems, to anxiety, to stress, even to physical sickness. The solution? True wisdom, which is defined here as humility and turning away from evil. And get this, the promise is that it will bring literal health to your body and strength to your bones.
Okay, so once that inner foundation is set, we can move on to the second part, the outer framework. This is all about how that internal mindset gets translated into actual, real-world actions.
So here is where the rubber really meets the road. These next four directives are about what you do, how you handle your money and your stuff, how you react when life gets hard, how you treat other people, and this one is huge, how you respond when you see other people succeeding.
The fifth directive is all about honoring a higher purpose with what you have. And the promise attached to it is one of radical abundance. We're not talking about just getting by. We're talking about a vision of overflowing, where your barns and vats, the old school symbols of wealth, are completely filled and then some.
Now here's the crucial detail, the key to the whole thing. This principle of generosity isn't about giving what's left over at the end of the month. It's about giving from the first part of your income, your first fruits. That single act is said to show that you can be trusted, that you can be a reliable channel for wealth to flow through.
This brings us to the sixth directive, and it's a total mindset shift, welcoming discipline. Instead of seeing tough times as a punishment or a sign you failed, this wisdom asks you to see it like a craftsman's fire. It's not there to destroy you. It's there to refine you, to shape your character for something much, much bigger.
So what's a major result of living by these principles? Well, it's something that sounds like a superpower in today's world, a mind that's free from fear and the ability to sleep peacefully. In an age of constant anxiety and insomnia, the promise of a deep, tranquil sleep that comes from a life of integrity, that is profound.
So what does this integrity actually look like in day-to-day life? Well, the 8th and 9th principles give us two sides of the same coin.
On one side, it's about being proactive with kindness. If you can help someone, you just do it. You don't put it off. On the other side, it's about restraint, not scheming against people, not starting useless fights, and not spreading rumors. It's about actively building trust and actively avoiding harm. And that 10th directive, to reject envy, brings us to this really powerful contrast. On one side, you've got what looks like success. The followers, the fancy car, the cool trips. But it's often a life that's completely misaligned. And on the other side, you have true prosperity, peace of mind, quiet sleep, a life that's built on a foundation of purpose and security. That's the real difference.
So, after you follow all these 10 directives, what's the ultimate outcome? What do you really get? Well, it's framed as something way more valuable than just stuff.
The ultimate reward presented here isn't a bigger house or a fatter bank account. It's a relationship. It's the status of being a great friend to a higher power. And that implies a life of closeness, of guidance, of blessing and protection that goes way beyond any temporary measure of success.
And that brings us right back to you, because the power isn't in just knowing these 10 directives, it's about choosing one and actually living it out. So as you look at this ancient roadmap, I have one question for you. Which principle resonates the most? What's one small step you can take to activate it in your life, starting right now?
Thank you.